What's up, everybody? Just gonna put this on. I think it's hooked up, sure enough. All right. I'm sure nobody's on yet, but that's okay. If you come into this, I'm gonna be putting these header collector tabs on the slip tube on the exhaust. Fabricated the full exhaust on this thing, and it goes down underneath and out the side. I'll show you that in a little bit, but I cut these open, get the welder out, and get ready to weld on these tabs over here. The down pipes just have a slit fit, and that's great. We want it to be able to slip apart nicely, come off here, and this whole section comes off. Same on that side. It's pretty well done. Not touching anything. Serious. Got nice mounts on it. Let's go ahead and get this open and get this welded up. Let me check and see what y'all's view looks like. Is it entertaining enough? Yep, it can be. All right. Let's move it like that. Since I'm working on that bank, how about that? Get a tool and cut this open. And these tabs are just steel tabs. They overlap. You weld one on one side, one on the other. You put a bolt through it and it can't come apart. Simple as that. We'll get to make a spark here in a second. I'll put one on each collector down pipe. That's all it really needs. It's all V-banded otherwise underneath the bottom. We had 3.5 headers with 3.5 inch collectors on them. It was all motor, or rather nitrous car. And so we have 3.5 inch exhaust with a 3-inch downpipe coming off the turbo, so it has a really nice smooth transition out to the 3.5. I'm sure it doesn't mind. We've only heard it with the straight exhaust with the turbos. Used to exit right here for a while. Just getting this finished up. So I'll tighten this, hold it down there and weld her up. Yep. That's 7/16. So we got any questions yet? Appreciate it, Daniel. Appreciate that. After this is put these tabs on, then I'll be able to go underneath and start working on the transmission cooler lines, get those things tidied up. They used to go up and over the fender with the all the nitro setup, but now got her up against the engine block and over because the headers don't go down that way anymore. It's got up and forwards on it. Y'all can probably see. All the way snug. There we go. We'll weld her up. Get it out, make some sparks. Not too many, I reckon. Probably shield stuff with flammable clothing is probably a good idea. All screen here, get welded, ready. Taking this thing back and forth between here and Buddy's house. It's got a 70 something, I don't know, maybe a 75 C10 short bed. It's got a 468 big block in it, and we're in the right in the middle of putting GT45s on a big block Chevy. It's got intercooler, air to air, it's fuel injected, and It already had nitrous on it. The thing ate pretty hard. I'll have to go and turn this camera. Y'all can get an idea of what I'm doing over here. Let's see. There you go. Well, just setting up the welder there. Wow, what's up, yo? Bellingham, hey Dan. So anyways, got a big block twin turbo project also going on. Let me put this thing on do not disturb for everybody. There we go. There are no more phone calls. Locate the welding helmet, or get out my safety squint. The welder does pretty good. I'll turn this back towards the project. Wrenching plans. Today is finish up the exhaust by putting these tabs, one on each side of the exhaust. Got a slip tube and it slides way down in there, and then right at the top just weld these for retaining it. Everything else is V-banded. Just where it goes down in, it just slides into the next piece underneath it. It's pretty slick. I'll take y'all into there after a while, but I'll get these welded up, one on each side, and then go from there. Then transmission cooler lines got to get addressed. Relocated those. Okay, something not super flammable. I know that stuff underneath there will burn. This mat right here will cook. Get this out the way. Can't have no fires now. At least not too many. Okay. Oh, how ironic! I had a hoodie, and it said there was a Smokey the Bear. You know, for from America, if you know about it, they have a bear that wears a hat. You know, it's a little cartoon-looking thing, and he's talking about don't start fires in the forest and burn stuff down. And I had that on the front of a hoodie, and the hoodie caught on fire. So I had one arm burned off of a Smokey Bear hoodie. That's kind of fun. How ironic is that? Putting some around here as a rag. Let's see what we got. At least I can see what we got. I know y'all can't, so. Oh, boo. You heard that, I bet. Oh, man. There's 10 pounds of shit. 5-pound bag. That got off to a cool start. Grab the magnet, which is fine. I realize I think these old schools got a bunch of room up under the hood. They really don't. Not when you pack them full of twin turbos and vacuum pumps and up forward headers and full exhaust and all that. I like good stuff. We've got a sound system and everything in here. It's pretty cool. Overdrive transmission. Oh, where did it go? Oh my God, there it is. Oh yeah. Dang. Better hold on to that better. Right there. Tell you what, this thing is tight. I built it. Who did that? Me, this guy. I did that. This joker is so tight, it's hard to even get a welder in here. shelf. Stool. Oh yeah. Often should I struggle. Gotta practice before you just go in there with a welder all committed and stuff. Doesn't need much. Just a little bit more than a tack on it, and it'll hold in there. Okay. Beautiful fall day for a little bear. My dog is right beneath you guys. She's a sweet girl. And then there's the whole don't touch the paint part. Get in there. Hey, I can reach that. All righty. Let's find the mask. Oh, I brought that back. Where did I have this at? Ah, I had it in the back of it. The daily driver. We look in the back. It's in there. Yep. There we go. Alright, move, sweet dog. Sorry for disturbing you. You can go lay back down if you want. Got the comments. People want questions. Let's see. Let's see what's the Richard Pine Sugar Smoke the Bear. That's right. Only can prevent forest fires. I know. Like that. Take down walls. Let's see. Formerly trained to TIG weld. Now. And here she come give me a hand. I know, right? Dig V8. Yes. Where's Phil? Out doing. Maybe probably more productive thing. No, he's out riding around. And then this was my agenda for the day: is get this thing kind of wrapped up, where you can go for another longer, more sustained beat run. Got to change the wastegate springs. That's pretty cool. Gotta take this apart, but much more PSI valve springs or springs in here. The green car needs valve springs, so those things are done sitting. That'll help a lot. All right, fire this welder up. I'm not TIG welding either. Hey, chill! Don't knock the stand over. I'm just MIG welding, but gluing metal together seems to work out no matter what kind of welder you use, as long as you glue it together right. You'll know if you, anybody who's welding, you'll know if you've got enough penetration and heat in this thing. You'll know. That's what it is. I ain't very good welder, but you know what? It sticks. And I've seen really nice TIG welds break. And I've got pretty good success with mine sticking together. If you put enough on there, it probably helps. All the real welders out there would be losing their minds if they saw this car. It's like so awesome and gangster and fast and all its power with just goons welds on it, whatever. Man, just hold this thing down in there. Pretty cool mask. Amazon deal, auto darkening, and you can get your face in places where you can't with a real helmet on. Fire me up. Not really, but you know. in the air and all. Oh my word. Good stuff. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Yes, sir. That's fun. Okay. Now I can put a few more on the other side. Not quite so dramatically, I hope. I can always, once it's tack welded, I can always pull this thing apart and finish weld it, you know, weld it up good. And we will, because we're going to wrap this thing with some heat wrap. Hey, I got a good angle here, hold on. Just move this and put a fire barrier down in there. That way it's not cooking the really nice paint. I just can't get it welded all over. You don't really notice on this, even if you're close. We shaped the firewall, like welded everything shut. Welded everything shut. Smoothed it out, looks really nice. Overshadowed by the turbo. Hey, stop. Good stuff. Thank you. Can you go? Can you move? Thank you. Okay. Well, let's get this down in there. Move these items. Here. And there. Hopefully not this. See what we have any more questions. Yeah, I know, right? Maybe we'll include one more turbo. There we go. The other turbocharger. I haven't gone live in a while. Been a little bit. No. That around here. Nobody's angry. Not at all. Just 4doorsavage. Go get some. I do a little more skirt welding there. Some tuck down in there. More sparks. Just need to weld it up to the next side. Good one. That'll do till we pull it apart. show you all what I just did, what I've been working on. Down there is a, if I put that tab, you can just barely see it. There you go. I was just putting on, got the dog chilling sometimes. This side here actually has a little tack weld on it to hold it in place already. We're just tacking that just to make sure it didn't move. I wonder if I should grind that first. Probably. Cut that loose and then it's just the tab right on top there. I reckon I need to get out a cutting device. Match this area off and make some tiny little bit of metal dust. No big deal. Lots around here already. I know, right? I'll back this thing up. You all can see a little more. There we go. Quiet. I like it quiet. Okay, this here. Which is that? All I do is find that. Got a good Makita around here. There it is. Cutting blade on it. It's getting this tab aligned just right. Y'all ever watch? Anybody ever watch those races over in Stockholm? Europeans, how they race, how they just shut the freeway down and race. It's pretty wild, isn't it? I like watching that on the tube. Alright, next tab ready. Let's match this off and do a little bit of metal dust. Watching this right now somewhere. Oh yeah, go. After this is done, gotta change the wastegate springs and get underneath it and finish up the transmission cooler lines. Get all done today. Go beat the block. Oh boy. Gonna make boost noise. Trial run with no power. safety goggles. Oh, shield. Have a shield. Touch this little tack weld. All right, that's enough to break loose, not wiggle loose. I'm gonna weld this tab on there. Make sure it's nice and straight. What else we got? What up, yo? Hey, everybody. Welder too. Perfect. Weld helmet somewhere over here still. Turn the thing on, huh? Makes more sparks. That one was a good enough position to be able to run this thing. Go ahead and final weld them. Pretty satisfactory. Okay, we got that done. Put this thing, its welder away. What up, yo? All right. Wastegates. Change the wastegate spring next if I chose, or go after some more. Well, what's more important than more boost, right? I was gonna say some more important stuff, but I mean, honestly, what's more important than more boost? Not much. More everything comes second to more power, right? So maybe we can do something about that. Change springs. show you guys 1,000 times. That's the setup. It is a 4/16-inch Dodge small block, Chrysler small block with twin 76s, E85, blow through carb. In fact, let's get y'all closer now. I'm wondering and waiting what all the it looks like. There you go. The exhaust goes down underneath, comes out the side exit. There we go. Okay, we got that done. I guess what's next most important is probably under the car, do the transmission cooler lines, I think. Oh, what have we here? Yeah, just gotta make a couple under the car. Maybe I'll take y'all down from there and show you what it looks like underneath. What I'm working with down here. Check us out. In fact, I can lower this thing way down. Here, let's do this. I'll just take y'all right out of the motor. And we got transmission cooler here, and gotta run these lines there. We got pretty nice suspension, double adjustables, electric water pump. Factory K member with a little work, a little bit of love. Overdrive, 518 overdrive. We got V bands there. Got 3.5-inch exhaust coming out the side right there. A nice full exhaust all the way up, both sides. '57 Dart GT. That's an oval exhaust. You'll probably like this. This is a 3.5-inch oval pipe. It's actually a real oval. Goes from round, transitions round to oval. Looks like we didn't peel the tape off it yet either. On the paint. Yeah, it's pretty cool, round oval. A dog under there. Got to do trans temp. Lost the sensor when we went to put it in. But anyway, it's a 518 overdrive transmission. Pretty gangster. All billet everything. Trans brake, the whole deal. You got the mounts, everything properly mounted on the car. Exhaust, not hard mounted, nothing. What up, dog? Look at this. Dog. What's up, yo? What up, dude? Dog. I know it. Always pet your animals. Oh! I know, right? Here, let's take a look at... I knew you'd be on here eventually. I said, Phil's probably watching me when I was welding these tabs right here. I said, I bet you Phil's probably watching right now. There he is, folks. Anyways. Getting there. I gotta vacuum it. Dang spaceship. Got the horsepower. Not sure, but it does have a parachute. Everything in the combo should, I mean, realistically, on full send, 2,000 horsepower. The turbos will stop at around 2,000. fuel system will go to 2,500. The motor will go 2,500. Got all the guts, the proper stuff for it. So, but 2,000 is cap on these. These are 76 millimeter turbos. They claim to make anywhere between 900 and 1,100 horsepower each. There, and there. Do race? Yes, sometimes, not often. Here, now check out the page. There's some races on there. Look for the green Impala, which is back there. 4-door, big block nitrous car. Went and ran pretty good at some no prep stuff. We like some no prep and street style or whatever type racing. Proper vacuum lines. I reckon it's trans cooler line time. Get this cooler line built. See where these things are going. These ones here. It's up against the block. I could. Gotta move that maybe. Oh yeah, I got a fitting. I got to move here for a 90 and run this hose here up higher out the way of the exhaust. Just get it away from it. Maybe go over the top of the starter with the lines right there. Maybe go up and over the starter. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. I think I want the lines to come out here. Instead, maybe here over that steering box. That's what I want. Out and then I can. Okay. I'll move these lines around a little bit. Hey, like a water pump. Electric, centrifugal water pump. Well, good to know. We got this is all billet internals with billet input shaft, and 6-pinion planetaries, and full billet trans brake valve body, and it's got a pretty cool shift pattern in it, and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty thugged out. Got all race stuff with a billet 10-inch converter in it too. No, we still got to upgrade the brakes on the front. The different brakes on it. We got brakes for the rear. Just got to get some for the front. Clamp it down a little harder. I'm gonna put this phone somewhere where it looks cool. You know, like maybe get a kick out of what's going on. Yeah, why not? That's a 518 with a full manual valve body. It's all billet, all cope and A. What cope didn't have, we got from A&A. Everything. If it's made, it's in it. Definitely a serious unit. There we go. All right. Get something to lay on and start working with for transmission cooler lines. Watch out my pocket. Oh, the dang. Get 90 on this thing. Yeah, what is that? Quarter NPT to -6 AM 90. Move, go, move your butt. Move your butt. Oh, move your butt. Go. Yeah, you're cute, but we ain't doing that right now. You ain't gonna come crowd up on me. Well, look at that, that's 8. Okay, a quarter. I'll take y'all to the fitting drawer. Y'all help me look for fitting. Okay, what we got? We need a 1/4" NPT to -690. If you see it, tell me where it is. Oh, what's this? What is that? That is a 1/4 to -690. Dang, look at that. Oh, you'll be fine. Go. Go. Oh, you hear all the dogs raising Cain. Apparently it must be that time of the afternoon. He's an industrial. Oh my word. Well, it's gonna be a transmission fitting now. Whatever it was. Nope, you do not get to go in the house just because you want to be saucy. Nope. Show you inside here. Got the Fuel Tech FT450. That's just for gauges because it looks cool. Got it on a trade deal. It actually runs on MSD. So the joke's on everybody. Ta-da! We got dials and switches and dials and more dials and switches because nobody wants to deal with a laptop. No one. We got rolling anti-lag. You can click that down. You got rolling anti-lag. Turn that up. You got trans brake. You got all the analog. Turn it all on. You know, there's no question. Did my sensor fail? Is my fan on? Is my water pump on? Well, yes, it is. Or no, it's not. And then again, button for big boost for fun. Then another button over there for the trans brake. It's kind of cool. Go. Dog wants to be spicy. Get out of here. Go. I ain't got time for that. Really don't. All right, let's find some thread sealant goop. But we got some. Let's see here. Somewhere in here. Probably not, but hey, you can at least watch me writhe around on the floor. That'll be fun. Got our metric wrench set right here. You know me business. And I should probably have a little bucket for some fluid because it's definitely going to leak a little bit of transmission juice on me. All right. I definitely want to get y'all to see what I'm doing here. You can't just watch me writhe around on the ground unless that's entertaining. So I'm moving this transmission cooler line from that fitting way back there. Looks impossible to reach for y'all, but it's also impossible to reach for me. So, you know, yeah, it's fun. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get on there some kind of way. Let's see what else we got cooking in here. We got all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, the visual, I don't know if it's the same as what my eyes are looking at, but a lot of stuff. Six bolt. All you LS guys think you're the only ones with 6-bolt blocks and heads? Think again. Yeah. Laugh in my exotic Dodge voice. What LS? I can get a Dodge. Let's see this. We got motion. All right. How you like the cross member and the fab? Pretty cool. Dual exhaust. At 18, didn't really have to ding too much on the do too much tunnel modification either. It's more just cross member mod than anything. And you gotta do crazy stuff like build your own goobery shifter bracket and all that stuff, but it works. Pretty cool. I know. If I had to, I would, Phil. I'm just talking junk, dude. Come on. Of course I can get to this stuff. Yeah. I also want to put it in and make sure it's where I want to go with the exhaust in. Making sure it's about the way how I desire, you know, possible. I'm going to wrap this whole section. I noticed the paint didn't burn off either back there on that. So that's where the headers, the old headers used to flame front was traveling here. So if it didn't even burn off I know it's heat paint, but if it didn't burn that off last time, then this here isn't going to get too terribly hot. The turbo will eat all the temperature more than anything. It's pretty, you know, just a thought. Pretty cool. Okay, that's loose there. No leak, no mess. Nice. Yeah, gotta take these pieces out to even finish the welds on the hangers. So nice. Nice unit. There we go. all right. Still no leakage. That's cool. What's up? Gates next. What a nice day. There you go, everyone. Beautiful color changing. I wonder how quiet it's gonna be. Quiet. Well, I get underneath and start doing more stuff. Unless y'all want to seriously watch me ride around, I don't care. But I'm gonna. There we go. What time is it there? 12:45 p.m. I think people like to see the turbo stuff more. I don't blame you. Me too. I'll be done with this line in a second and we'll move things around. Start changing wastegate springs or something. Something cool. But hey, there's almost, what, 100 of you that like it, I guess, or tuned in. So thank you, everybody. Give me a sub if you like. You actually get to see this stuff running on the road, driving around and stuff, not just getting worked on. I like to do the lives while I'm working, and then the video's got the cool stuff. And if you would, yeah, give me a sub. Or at least go check out the page. If you want to see this car whooping some butt, go check out Dodge versus the World on this page that you're looking on, 4-Door Savage page. You see it outrunning leader bikes on nitrous, so turbos, you know this thing will be stupid. Looking forward to it. Or I call them dudes on the same guys on those motorcycles we outran them. Yeah, run them back on the interstate like a 50 to 150 or something. Mexico. Okay. Space moving I want. Oh, that is sweet. That is nice right there. Cool. It's working out good. I can also maybe check the header bolts underneath, the ones you can access from the top. Tighten that up. It works tight, but it works out good. That's how most things are. On a project like this, really tight, it'll work out fine. You can have a belt, you know, let's say you got a vacuum pump or something. You can have your belt an eighth of an inch away from something. And you know what? If it doesn't move and touch it, it doesn't touch it. So it doesn't matter if it's close. As long as it doesn't touch it. Glad to get this thing all done and dialed in before it gets cold out. This concrete would be a lot colder. And it's gonna be. I don't intend on being on it when it is. Oh, all right. Put a strong hand on it. Okay. Nice. Great flow path. I think I can get these maybe somewhere else. Over that, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Like that we cut this cross member and cut the center out of it. It really makes a lot more room. Okay, and you go up and over. Steering box. Pretty cool holder there. y'all can't see it, but it looks pretty good here. Secure these hoses. I got all kinds of places to secure the lines. Away from heat. Motion. Let's see if we got enough lines to go to the cooler. One side I can almost head it. Just relocate these. You can actually get it there. That's interesting. Just gotta go a jumper line, jumper hose. All right. Just gonna make a couple of extendos over here. These go together. Good. Okay. Because once I get the transcooler lines done, then technically I could change the oil. And we got to plug something in here. Looks like the oil pump. We got a primer pump on this, oil primer. I think that's unplugged. Gotta plug that in. All right, let me finish up these transcooler lines. There, really. Questions? 6 p.m. Nobody. Right. He says he does. Exactly. Nobody wraps underbody exhaust. Yeah. We might just keep the heat off the floor pan. We sure wrapped it here, and here's why we're wrapping it. If you're new here, that's why. So I'm sure we'll end up putting turbo blankets on and wrapping at least the downpipe down through here. Just keep it away from the brake. You know, the brakes, whatnot. Already did that. The headers there. Cool stuff. What up, dog? What up, little bear? The people want a pet. There we go. Fun stuff. I know. Virtual speaker, huh? What's the neighbor? Oh, you want some more? Yeah? Okay. Of course you do. I bet everybody wants a pet. Can you say something? Yeah? Oh, you can stay right there. And just gotta have it. Okay, just gotta finish up the transcooler lines. Let's hook these up. Start messing around. What do we got? I know there's another one floating around here. Would you look at that? Right there. Cool. We got one there and one there already on, so this is obviously easy. I just hook this up and then get the other one up in there. See if this will work. Doubtful. Set y'all up on the stand. Okay, put this up and transmission cooler lines done. Probably take the shield off of here, I reckon. There we go. So since y'all are tuned into this, whoever it is, where are you from? How'd you find this? Oh, okay. I'm getting there. Tighten everything up. The other thing I'll have to do is wire up the transmission cooler fan to run all the time. Right now it just runs with the engine fan, and since it runs on E85, the engine fan doesn't run very often. Technically it's meant to be a trans cooler fan, so that's something we gotta change the wiring here. I'll hook it up to the water pump signal. Make it come on with the water pump. That's on always. These can get strapped right there. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Worked out pretty good. As usual. Per usual. Cool. That's neat. What up, Tommy? Rich Realm. Let's serve. Let's extend this again. Part done. Let's see. I could remove the exhaust and start wrapping it as Phil and I have decided to do already, as he suggested earlier. Anyways, I could do that, but that's not as fun as wrestling with wastegate springs and housings. So instead of doing something probably a lot easier physically, let's go for the more difficult thing, which is wastegate springs. Of course, I could just take them off and put them in the vise, right? I could always do that too. Clamp them down, it's easy. But then taking them off means I might as well wrap the exhaust. Ha! Do it all, I guess, at once. Sure. Why not? Thanks, Tommy. It should sound amazing. Like, right now, I could actually start this thing. Ooh, boy. Oh, man. Can I really? No. I need to change oil, dang it. Oh, well. Almost. Almost had you. Almost had you. I thought we could fire it up, but no. It does run, though. It just hasn't ran with the new exhaust on it. This is the first time right now it could be started with the exhaust on it here. So I believe that means, yeah, go ahead and take the exhaust off and spring the gates, wrap the downpipe. Yeah, is that right? Anything else? I can plug in that oil pump down there. Secure those cooler lines. I could do alignment a little bit, but that needs to be on the ground. So we're going to get the exhaust done, completely wrapped before we get on the ground. I kind of wonder if we should wrap it at all. What do you think, Phil? If you're still watching, should we even wrap it at all? I mean, just leave it? I mean, what's wrong with it being shiny? I mean, the weld looked like duty, but, you know, just blame me. For real. My brother did it. It's his fault. That's why it looks bad. We couldn't do that. I think we should leave it. I don't know if we need to wrap that or not, honestly. Well, yeah, for the brakes over here, it probably should. Alright, never mind. So what did that stock 4 in there? Yeah, it's got brake lines over here. Alrighty then. Exhaust coming off it. Let's see this. 16, 10, quarter, 13. Yep. If it wasn't for the brakes, I'd kind of reconsider wrapping it, but brakes are going to need it. take this passenger bank or off here. Driver's bank. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yes, God is great. Indeed. Let's start with the. Let's start with the tab I just put on here. Some goofball decided to put this exhaust tab on here where nobody can get to it. You big dummy. This thing might be unhooked. I think my mic had gone out, but I'm back now. Well, nobody is. Ooh, I forget this bolt. Can't say you forgot it. It's really hard to get to. Oh. Put that right there. And the details, right? Okay. That'd be interesting. Dang. Well, better be lucky than good, I guess. That's cool. I'm gonna wrap this whole thing. You know, Phil had talked about just wrapping the main, but you know what? It's gonna look funny with the one, I think. So maybe I'll do the whole thing. That's cool though. It fits pretty nice. What I thought of you. See? My Spanish was a little more fluent. I had a good conversation with you there. Okay, so this is one down pipe off, ready to wrap. I'm also going to take the pieces off underneath it, the sections that it goes into, and wrap those also, just because. Let's do it once. Let's move this pointing to the next side, unless y'all can see it well. Start with that same 7/16 that I added earlier. Just tab. Whoever had the comment that said that this looks like the San Andreas GTA 5 car upgrade shop. That was priceless, man. Oh yeah, too funny. All in the cut. Yeah, pretty much all in the cut. Working on some super powerful junk you wouldn't even know existed over here. What is this? Well, this comes up out of here. Oh yeah, I'm sure I tack welded this one, and I cut it, but I didn't like fully super cut, so it might have a little resistance going on the original tack weld that I made to hold it in place. Yep, it's almost there. There it is. Okay, now slide, in theory, off of that. Ooh, that is all right. 2 down pipe. That's pretty neat. This is nice car. Which model is this? Is a '67 Dodge Dart GT. As you see, twin turbos. That's twin 76 millimeter turbos, and runs on E85. babe. Screw the car stuff. That's your eyeball. Dookie in your eye. There you go, babe. Okay, I have to pull these other pieces out here. Wrap them also. Maybe. Oh. Maybe. That piece for sure. It's near the exhaust, but whatever. Just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna go underneath the car and pull pieces out. I think. Yeah, 9/16 though. Also. Wrap it all. Okay, let's do get the 9/16 wrench and socket both. I'll take these other pieces out from underneath the car and we can begin wrapping all of these pieces. A lot going on under here. That comes out nice and easy. Let's see what the other side does too. There. This piece goes like that under the car right to the exhaust. Be banded again. So that's fun. Make all that piece by piece, section it together. What up, Patrick? What up, Devon? And let's get the other side out too. You should see that piece right there disappear as I pull this down and out of there. Yeah. Like, you couldn't even ask for a turbo kit to fit that good. CX Racing or nobody. That is cool. Dang. Pretty clever. Alright, we got ourselves a hot side exhaust down to the exhaust. Pretty cool. That right there. I'll just try to put those all together. Put it all together and then wrap it together and then take it off and then re-separate them. Can I be able to cut it? I don't know if it matters or not. But go. Dogs don't particularly care for diesel trucks. That is sweet. Dang. All right then. Pretty cool. Exhaust side, full exhaust. Hot side, there we go. Nice. Gotta wrap those. Come off of there pretty nice. Cool. Well, I guess I'll get to start wrapping on that stuff. Thank you all for being with me. See you on the next one.